Welcome to the bold analysis, ladies and gentlemen. And I am back with a very interesting development from the Statehouse. Donald Trump blunder in 2020 is what, in my understanding, triggered the Statehouse team to delete a tweet in which William Ruto, our president, was demanding disassociating with a country that is anti-Morocco. And of course, this is a story that has been developing in this country. The Statehouse team was forced to delete a tweet over by the president over the Anti-Morocco Nation that attended the inauguration ceremony yesterday. I want to make you understand, and let's just see how it came out. President Brahim Ghali of Sahrawi Arab Democratic Republic, SDR, visited the country and was officially recognized during William Ruto's swearing in at Kasarani. He arrived in the country on 13th, Tuesday, on the swearing-in day, and was received by Ambassador Arthur Andambi. Look at this tweet. The President of Sahrawi Arab Democratic Republic, His Excellency Brahim Ghali, arrived in the country this morning to attend the inauguration of President-elect His Excellency Dr. William Ruto. He was received at JKA by Ambassador Arthur Andambi. So he came the very day in the morning, and I wanted to look at this photo here. This is a photo of him arriving in Kasarani. So while even at the moment President Uhuru Kenyatta was acknowledging the heads of state that had come for that event, his name was actually called. So that was yesterday. And then today, there was another meeting, a meeting that now the Moroccan king, His Majesty King Mohammed V, came and held a meeting with President William Ruto in Statehouse. And remember, this one for SAD came to the country yesterday na alienda mpaka inauguration, but sasa huyu, this one came today, and I may be wrong, but I think he came provoked by the fact that the president of that SAD of that country, Sahrawi, was acknowledged by the state here in Kenya. And after a meeting, after meeting the president, our president now, they tweeted, Statehouse tweeted, at Statehouse in Nairobi, received congratulatory message from His Majesty King Mohammed V. Kenya rescinds its recognition of SAD and initiates steps to wind down the entity's presence in the country. That is the tweet that the Statehouse team shared. And moments later, after 2 hours, that tweet was deleted. And for me, I think I have been wondering what exactly might have happened, because the country was it just in a hurry? And who organized the foreign envoys, dignitaries that came in the country? To some extent, you can give credit to Ababu Namwamba, because Ababu Namwamba was CAS in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And to the point, at the time he left, he resigned from government to now go and join Kenya Kwanza in William Ruto's campaign. The boss, or the ambassador, was Rachel Omamo. Rachel Omamo was emotive during President Uhuru Kenyatta's last days, I think Passover, not Passover, but last parade. And you could see that for her, I think she left the work and now was leaving office with President Uhuru Kenyatta. So I don't think whether she spearheaded, she was part of organizing this team. In terms of these invitations, the transition committee, I think, seems to be the team that did that. And Ababu Namwamba, being that she had that network and he had that network and had worked there, I am persuaded is the man that did these invitations. Now, so what happened? Why do you think Statehouse deleted that tweet? That's what I want to help you understand. And I wanted to do this analysis on some other time, but it was so catchy for me and I could not sleep without doing it. I just felt I needed to talk about it because I really like international relations and international politics. It's very interesting. Nich, kama uko shule, you can look into that area. Now, Kenya was among 41 United UN member states who recognized Sahrawi state and had been pushing for the ceasefire with the Morocco. Now, I just want to give you something brief before I take you to the Trump blunder in 2020 over the same. This Sahrawi country is part of the disputed territory in the northwestern Sahara, where it controls about 20% of the region, while the rest is controlled by Morocco. So this part is part of Wanangana and Morocco. It's just like let's talk of I don't want to use Kenya as an example. Like what's happening in Sudan, something close to that. So in 2014, former President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta administration accredited Dr. Bahmed as the extraordinary and plenipotentiary ambassador of the Sahrawi Arab Democratic Republic (SAR) in Kenya. I was giving you this to tell you that even though this is a country that is been at war with Morocco for quite some time, this is a war that has taken more than 46 years. There was a ceasefire, peace deal that was negotiated by UN in 1991. Then somewhere it was called off, and of course it's been on and off. So I can tell you that whatever William Ruto was saying that he wants to pull down the diplomatic missions is something that was initiated here in 2014. But this is what happened. And Donald Trump triggered this conversation at one point in 2020. So apparently, in 2020, Donald Trump, US President Donald Trump, unilaterally recognized Morocco as to claim the sovereignty of the Western Saharan country. Now, to claim the sovereignty of that Sahrawi country, oh my goodness, that the contentious country, Morocco. So, when he made that proclamation, it caused fire. And that proclamation was rejected by the United Nations, the European Union, the African Union, pitting the United States against most of the other world on this issue. Because Nikama, this is what happened. Morocco was at loggerheads with the Sahrawi country, the Sahrawi territory, because they've been seeking for independence. But here is the US coming to say that Morocco should have the certain power against that Sahrawi country. While it became so difficult because at that moment, that unilateral recognition did not have impact because Algeria, Spain, which is one of the first colonies of the country, Spain rejected it. Algeria attempted to lobby Joe Biden administration, which now took over from Trump, to reverse that Trump's recognition, even though it has not been reversed. And Spain and Germany coordinated the European countries to prevent European Union from also following the US move. So one thing I can show you is whatever is happening in this Moroccan issue is something that has been so emotive. So what is the condition? The question is, what is the condition of that country? What is the status? The United Nations continues to list Western Sahara, that place, as a non-self-governing territory awaiting decolonization, an international legal status enshrined in the UN General Assembly 1960 Declaration on the granting of independence to colonial countries and peoples. It also reminds that self-determination of peoples is protected by United Nations Charter. So, according to United Nations, that West Saharan country is still in the status of non-self-governing territory. So, when the Statehouse team said that they wanted to pull down their diplomatic mission in country, it was meaning that they're making the proclamation to give Morocco dominance over that country. That is the blunder that Donald Trump did in 2020. So bado hawa watu wanapigana, lakini hapa ni situation wenyewe ushaamua ukatake stand ukasema Morocco is the senior. So that is why it had to be recalled. If it is connected with what Donald Trump, but so far I've been trying to find out what is the state. Like South Sudan got independence in 2020, not in 2020, in 2010, recently, hapa. That is the same. That country has not got independence. That's it. Now, Trump's recognition of Morocco's claim, which President Joe Biden has yet to reverse, violates international law and all UN resolutions that affirm Western Sahara's right to self-determination. That country has a right to self-determination. That is what the good lawyer also reminded William Ruto. Let me get Ahmed Nasir lawyer. Ahmed Nasir Abdullahi. Ahmed Abdullahi. Now, I think I want to read what he posted because, yes. Also, it points out to the blunder that happened today. He did a tweet I should get. He did a tweet, but that tweet was, he responded to that saying, "On this, I respectfully disagree with President William Ruto. The Sahrawi people of Western Sahara have the right of peoples to self-determination. Morocco is a colonizing state." So, he reacted to that, even though that tweet had been deleted, and that's what I was talking about. So, what exactly went wrong? Someone hurriedly made a hurried decision or misadvised the president. Can they subscribe to our channel? 3 reasons. Number 1, there was a deficiency of consultation. Before that tweet was done by the communication team, maybe the consultation was not still extensive and they had not got the details. Remember, this is day 2 in office. Still things are being put into place, and of course you can understand this, but I also think United Nations reprimanded the Statehouse to pull down the tweet, because as I can tell you, Donald Trump tried to do the same by giving prominence to that Morocco at the expense of sub-Saharan country, that Western Saharan country. It brought issues. So I think United Nations still believe that the country, they should not pull down. And of course, it's not a problem that he went with the Moroccan one. Then Bashir Rachel Omamo, who was on top of the matter, maybe he might have left office. But just decency dictates this. Someone came for your wedding and brought in the wedding card. The next day, someone brought a gift after you've come home. The decency is, you also need to just be considerate of the person who literally came and attended the wedding. That's my position on this issue, ladies and gentlemen, and that's the end of our bold.